Okonkwo was well received by his mother's kinsmen in Mbanta. The old man who received him was his mother's younger brother, who was now the eldest surviving member of that family. His name was Uchendu. Okonkwo was given a plot of ground on which to build his compound, and 2 or 3 pieces of land on which to farm during the planting season. With the help of his mother's kinsmen, he built himself an obi and 3 huts for his wives. Each of Uchendu's sons contributed 300 seed yams to enable their cousin to plant a farm, for as soon as the first rain came, farming would begin. At last the rain came. It was sudden and tremendous. For 2 or 3 months before, the earth had been scorched by the hot sun. When the rain finally came, it was in large, solid drops of frozen water, which the people called the nuts of the water of heaven. They were hard and painful in the body as they fell, yet young people ran about happily picking up the cold nuts and throwing them into their mouths to melt. Soon after, the rain began to fall more soberly, and in smaller drops. Okonkwo and his family worked very hard to plant a new farm, but work no longer had the same pleasure as it did for him before. His life had been ruled by a great passion, to become one of the lords of the clan, and he had all but achieved it, then everything had been broken. Clearly his personal god, or chi, was not made for great things. Uchendu saw that Okonkwo was troubled. He would speak to him after the Isafi ceremony. The youngest of Uchendu's sons, Amiku, was marrying a new wife. It was time for her ceremony of confession. 22 daughters of the clan sat in a circle around the bride and Uchendu. Remember that if you do not answer truthfully, you will suffer or even die at childbirth. How many men have you lain with since my brother first expressed his desire to marry you? None. None? None. Swear on the staff of my fathers. I swear. From that day, Amiku took the young bride, and she became his wife. The daughters of the clan did not return to their homes immediately, but spent 2 more days with their kinsmen. On the 2nd day, Uchendu called together his sons and daughters and his nephew Okonkwo. Uchendu began to speak, quietly and deliberately, picking his words with great care. It is Okonkwo that I primarily wish to speak to. However, I want all of you to note what I am going to say, as I am an old man and most experienced. Why is Okonkwo with us today? This is not his clan. He is an exile condemned to live in a strange land, grieving. There is just one question I would like to ask him. Can you tell me, Okonkwo, why is it that one of the commonest names we give our children is Neka, or Mother is Supreme? We all know that a man is the head of his family, not the wife, and the home is the fatherland. Tell me, why do we say Neka? I do not know the answer. You do not know the answer? So I see that you are a child, a great man in your clan, but a child. Listen to me, and I shall tell you. It is true that a child belongs to its father, but when a father beats his child, it seeks sympathy in its mother's hut. A man belongs to his fatherland when things are good and life is sweet, but when there is sorrow and bitterness, he finds refuge in his motherland. Your mother is there to protect you. If you allow sorrow to weigh you down and kill you, your wives and children will die in exile. These are now your kinsmen. You think you are the greatest sufferer in the world? Do you know that men sometimes are banished for life? Do you know that men are sometimes lose all their yams or even all their children? I had 6 wives once. I have none now except for 1 other girl. Do you know how many children I have buried? Children I begot in my youth and strength? 22. For whom it is well, there is no one for whom it is well.